What goes good with a hamburger? Well, let's ask the expert here from Kendall Jackson. Everybody knows Kendall Jackson Winery, one of the finest in the world. Randy Ullom is here this morning. They're wine master. How are you?
I am great.
It's good to see you. Okay, I was throwing you a little curveball there. You didn't know we were going to find out what kind of wine goes with a hamburger.
Yeah, no, well, any wine goes with a hamburger. That's what you'll enjoy.
That's the right answer, exactly. Hey, we wanted to have you in today because Kendall Jackson, again, being one of the premier names in wine, offers such a wide variety here. We thought you were the perfect person to tell us what's great for the summertime here as things start to heat up.
Well, that's a great question, and this is a great time because as summer approaches, we've got wonderful Sauvignon Blancs such as the Kendall Jackson Grand Reserve, and then even going beyond summer and into maybe Mother's Day, we have our Vintners Reserve Riesling, which has a lot of peach and pear tones. And then if you're, especially in this neck of the woods in San Diego along the ocean, if you're going to have a little, say, some oysters, fresh oysters, we have our Avant Chardonnay, a little more on the steely side, a little less oak tones in the Avant. Or if you're thinking, well, I got to have some lobster or some crab or crab cakes, well, then you'd want to try our Kendall Jackson Vintners Reserve Chardonnay. This is just a cornucopia of fruit. Pineapple tones, papaya tones from the Santa Barbara area, lemon and limes from Monterey, pear and apple from up north in Sonoma and Napa and even Mendocino County. Then we have another one here where we go up a notch from Vintners Reserve at Kendall Jackson to Grand Reserve, which is roughly half from Santa Barbara and half from Monterey. And then if you really want to go for broke, you can try our Camelot Highlands Chardonnay.
Oh, you mean the one you didn't open?
Exactly. It's a meal in itself.
Okay. Well, you know, as you start to educate folks on wine, and more folks are becoming more familiar with wine and more comfortable with discussing wine, if somebody's just starting off, what do you start them off with, and how do you explain it to them so they can continue to grow in their appreciation of wine?
Well, I think the most important thing, and this is where what we're very proud of, is to have a wine that has a lot of fruit that just sort of flies out of the glass and slaps you on the side of the face and it says, drink me, at the end of the day. But you want to start with something that's fruit forward, maybe a little residual sugar. So if it was the first time you ever had wine, I would say start with a little Riesling. And then maybe work into your Sauvignon Blancs. And then get into your richer and more robust Chardonnays. And then you go through the reds. And then it's off into the, through the whites, it's off into the red area to Merlots and then Cab and then Pinot.
So folks really can develop a sense, if they approach it like you say, and approach it gradually and work their way through it, they really can understand what it is they're tasting. Because most folks just throw up their hands and they say, well, I'll ask my waiter what goes good with this.
After time you will learn that. You'll know that Pinot and Lamb or a solid Cabernet with a good steak.
And there's chemistry behind that. There's a real science behind that, which people don't have to know, but it's interesting.
It is interesting, and no, you don't need to know it. At the end of the day, it's just do you like it or not.
Right, right. All right, well, I know that we want to talk to folks about this VIP tasting experience that we're offering free tickets for. You go to our Facebook page for San Diego Living, just like us, tell us why you want to go, and here's where you're going.
Well, you will end up going up to Santa Rosa, up in Sonoma County, about an hour north of San Francisco, and we have the Kendall Jackson Wine Center, culinary area there. We've just actually redone it. And when you go in there, you can, our staff will serve you some wine, and it will be paired with little food bites, just little dollops. But you get maybe five wines and 5 little different types of food to try, matched perfectly by our chef on site. So he's actually making us look good, making the wines look great. So these tickets will get you there so that you can try these various wines from Vintners Reserve to Grand Reserve to the Highland Estate, and it is a culinary experience.
Folks, okay, so you go to our Facebook page, San Diego Living Facebook page, like us, and tell us why you would like to have that VIP experience. Then there's what big festival coming up in September?
Yes,
so
the Tomato Festival we have every year in September at the Wine Center. If you enjoy heirloom tomatoes, this is the place to go. There'll be over 140 different kinds of tomatoes. We have a big table in the middle of this field, the size of a football field, surrounded by walnut trees. They've all been sliced, all colors, and what's really interesting is the color of the tomato kind of goes with the color of the wine. So a greenish kind of tomato
Oh,
goes
wow.
with Sauvignon Blanc. Your golden tomatoes go with Chardonnay. Your very light red, light purple go with Merlot. There are tomatoes that are almost black. They go with Cabernet. It's quite amazing. And then amongst all that, we have about 30 different restaurant tours from the Bay Area there, serving a little bit to eat to go along with our wines, and they have to use a tomato in some way, shape, or form.
Oh, beautiful. All right, Randy Ullom, Kendall Jackson, great to see you. Thanks so much for coming in here. And folks, get up there and just enjoy that VIP experience. But go to our Facebook page, like us, tell us why you'd like to go. And come in anytime.
Will do.
Love to see you.
Pleasure.
Everybody loves Kendall Jack. All right.
Thank you.